Hello, hello, hello everyone. It's Brenda with Busy Bees Custom Creations. And tonight we are going to be making this snowman wreath. Isn't he cute? Oh my goodness, I love him. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We are going to use our 14-inch wreath frame from the Dollar Tree. And I set up how I set it up all the time. I have a full pipe cleaner in the crossbar here, half pipe cleaner across from there, and then a full one in the middle. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to use our Sidekick from Susie, and I have this lovely, lovely denim mesh, which I love. This denim fabric mesh, it's my favorite. And we're going to do poofs. So we're going to go ahead and gather it together. Okay, we're going to get these bottom ones out of the way. Okay, I'm going to place it right before. Let me bring you guys down. And I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to zip tie that into place. I'm zip tying it right before that first pipe cleaner. And I'm not going to use the pipe cleaner until I come back around, okay? So I'm going to measure out 12 inches for this top layer. Okay. And we're going to do that again, making sure you keep the edges tucked under. 12 inches, and I do 12 inches on the inner layer and 10 inches on the outer layer, just because my pipe cleaners are a little further apart in the inner layer, so that's why I do it this way. But you don't have to do that, it's totally up to you. Again, I'm just keeping that tucked under. And we're just going to keep going around, and it really doesn't matter what color pipe cleaners you use, because you're really not going to see a whole lot of them. Oh, and don't forget to join my King Sumo giveaway I have going on. It's just a couple more days left, and you have a chance to win 5 of my most popular truck signs, and you can enter daily. You get 5 entries for joining my subscribing to my YouTube channel through the link, and 5 for favoring my Etsy shop through the link, and then you can get 2 entries daily and more entries if you share. So make sure you go ahead and do that, please. All right, so we're back at the beginning at that very first pipe cleaner. So now I'm going to place that there and use that pipe cleaner, and see that covers up that zip tie. Okay, so now what we're going to do is going to go to the outer row and just lightly pull it down, and I'm just going to twist this one time because I am going to open that up when we come back around. Now this time I'm just going to do 10-inch poofs because these pipe cleaners are a little bit closer together. Okay, we're just going to keep going around. And again, you want to keep those edges tucked under. And 10 inches. And then I'm at a half pipe cleaner, so I'm going to tuck that under and out of the way because I only put mesh in my half pipe cleaners. It's just a preference I have. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. Again, we're going to measure, keep those edges tucked under, and we're going to measure 10 inches and go to the next pipe cleaners. So don't forget to please share this video with your friends and family. I would much appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Okay, we're at a half pipe cleaner again. So we're going to twist that a couple times and then wrap it around the frame. And we're going to keep those edges tucked under and measure out 10 inches and go to the next one. Okay, don't you just love this denim mesh? Oh my goodness, I love this mesh. It's my favorite color of the denim mesh, or of the fabric mesh. And my favorite color is blue anyway, so I love to use this mesh. And you can use it really for all seasons. Like this has the, you know, like the denim looking background, so it's going to go perfectly with this sign. You can use it for scarecrow wreaths. You can use it for anything. Okay, again, make sure that edge is tucked under. Measure 10 inches and pop it in there. You see how nice and full this wreath is looking. Again, tuck the edges under, 10 inches, and we're at a half pipe cleaner. Okay, I'm going to twist that several times and then tuck that out of the way. Again, we're going to make sure those edges stay tucked, and we're going to measure 10 inches and go to the next one. And almost around to the beginning, 10 inches. Again, just tuck that out of the way. There you go. Okay, so we have 2 more, then we're going to go back to the beginning. And then I always like to do the crisscross after I do the poof. I mean, not always, but a lot of times I do it. And it's just really to kind of fill in any gaps, although with this mesh you really don't see any, but I just like to use the whole roll. Okay, so we're back at the beginning, so we're going to open up that pipe cleaner and we're going to put that in. Okay, now we're going to twist several times and tuck that one under. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're on the outer row, we're going to go to the inner row, the next pipe cleaner over. Okay. And this will just fill in any gaps you have. Now we're on the inner row, so we're going to again keep those edges tucked under. And we're going to go to the next pipe cleaner on the outer row. And I don't measure these. I just kind of eyeball them. Keep the edge tucked under. And go to the next one on the inner row. So you're going to crisscross back and forth from the outer row to the inner row to the outer row to the inner row. Okay, keep that edge tucked under. Now you don't have to, do the poof or the crisscross after the poof. I just like to do it. Make sure wreath's nice and full. Okay, tuck your edges under. And go to the next one on the inner row. So now we're in the inner row, we're going to go to the outer row. Open that up. Keep those edges tucked under. And go to the inner row. And open that poof up. Okay, keep those edges tucked under. Go to the outer row. Open it up. Okay, go to the next one on the inner row. I think we're just about done going around with the crisscross here. Okay, keep that tucked under. It likes to curl out on you. And go to the next one on the outer row. Tuck that under. And go to the next one on the inner row. And then with this, we are back at the beginning. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to cut that off. Move that out of the way. We're going to tuck this under to the back and then zip tie that on. Make that nice and tight. And then once you cut it off, you want to make sure and put that to the back so it doesn't scratch your customer's door. And then you can cut that off. All right, and that's a nice full wreath base. So now we're going to use these 4 ribbons. We're going to use the snow, the white snow, the buffalo plaid snow, and then these 2 different snowmen. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 2 together and these 2 together. And my ribbons are cut to about 12 inches, so I just put them together, fold them in half, and gather them together. Then we pull the snow down and the snowman across. And then I'm going to do this one next. Gather it together. Put it in here. Pull the black and white down and the red across. So again, these are cut to 12 inches. I just fold them in half and gather it together. Kind of make the little birdie there so it sits nice in your wreath. And you want to make sure that all of your snowmen are going the same direction. Since they do have a pattern on them. snow down and the snowman across. Now I'm just happen to using all 4 2.5-inch ribbons. You can use 1.5 and 2.5, all 2.5. It's totally up to you. It's just kind of the ribbons I chose, so. Okay, last one on the top row. Okay, make that little birdie and pop that in. Okay, I'm going to pull the black snow ribbon down and the snow ones up. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing on the bottom row or the outer row. Okay, make your little birdie. Okay, and bring that ribbon out. Go to the next one and just keep going around. Okay. Pull that one down and one straight across like that. So you're kind of making almost like a pinwheel almost. And this sign is available in my Etsy shop, along with a bunch of other new ones, so make sure you go check them out. It's getting to be glitter season. There's going to be glitter everywhere you look now. I find glitter everywhere. Now what you could also do is put a set of ribbon on the top and then a different set of ribbon on the bottom too, to kind of mix it up a little bit. Okay, we have one more of this one and then one more. Okay, and then we have the last one here. And we'll get our sign on. And make a bow. Okay, now, I know I'm not going to put anything else in these, so you can just curl them, or you can cut them off. It's totally up to you. I just like to curl them to kind of make them a little bit of a decoration in your wreath. But if you want to cut them off, you can totally do that. I know, do you believe it's July and we're making Christmas wreaths? Snowman wreaths. It's crazy. All right, so just a couple more here. And then we will make our bow and put our sign on. See, it just adds another little texture because you don't want them sticking straight out. So you want to kind of either cut them off or curl them up and make them part of your wreath. And this is the last one. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and set this to the side. And let's make our bow. And I'm using the Pro Bow the hand. I think I'm going to start out with this ribbon on the bottom. Zip tie. And a pipe cleaner. For those of you who make your own wreaths, I keep all of my pipe cleaners in these little shoe boxes, and then I just stack them up so it's nice and easy to keep them stored that way. Okay. And this has a pattern to it. So when it has a pattern, we have to do that by hand. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure the tail, and then I'm going to measure 12 inches because I want 6-inch loops, and we're going to bring it up. Okay, now we're not going to twist. We're going to measure 12 inches and bring it up. Okay, you can bring your loops up, make sure they're the same size. Again, we're not twisting. We're going to measure 12 inches and then bring it to the back. So this way, all of your snowmen are going to be facing the same direction. Okay, again, we're not twisting. And we're going to bring it up. Oop, I must have twisted that one. Yep, that one got twisted. And bring it up. You see, this way all of your snowmen are facing the same direction. So we're going to bring that to the back. We're just holding it in our hand and gathering it together. Okay, last one. Measure 12 inches and pull it up. Okay, we're going to put that in our bow maker to hold it. And cut our tail. Okay. So do you see how all the snowmen are going the same direction in your bow? To get that in there. All right, so we're going to bring this up here, and I think next we're going to use the white. Dovetail it, and I'm going to do 2 loops at 6 inches with this. Measure out to the 6-inch mark, twist, 6 inches, and twist, and then you can just measure against that previous loop, and twist that ribbon. Now we have 2 loops with the snow ribbon and 3 loops with the snowman ribbon. Okay, then I'm going to use this black and white. And do 3 loops again. This time I'm going to go 5 inches on this ribbon instead of 6. So the first 2 ribbons, the loops we did at 6 inches. These we're going to do at 5 inches. Okay, we're going to do 3 loops with this one. And you want to twist it. Measure it out. Twist. Measure it out. Okay, and one more. See how glitter's starting to get everywhere. Can you guys see it? There's glitter everywhere. But that's the season. It's glitter season. Okay, we're going to cut that off. Okay. Kind of get those where we want them. So for this bow, we're going to do a 3, 2, 3. We're going to do 1 or 2, maybe 1. Now this one has that pattern again, so we have to do this part by hand. So we're going to measure out our tail, and we're going to gather it together. We're going to measure out 10 inches because we want 5-inch loops. And bring it up, and don't twist it. Measure 10 inches and then bring it up. Okay, see if our, yep, and then we're going to cut that off. Okay, and then we can put that in our, okay, so the whole idea is not to twist it when it has a pattern, a repeating pattern like that on it. Okay, so now we're going to take our zip tie, and you want to make sure to get it underneath all of the ribbons. Take it off of there. Move it into that center where the indent is and pull it all the way to the back. And then get our pipe cleaner. Put that in there and then tighten that up a little bit, not all the way, until you have it exactly the way you want it. And then you're going to adjust those loops and tails. And we'll, fix our tails when we get it on there. Right now we're just getting our loops where we want them, our tails where we want them. Okay. And then you're going to tighten that zip tie as tight as you can get it. And then cut that zip tie off. and put our bow on. Feed it right through that mesh. And then wrap it around the frame to keep it in place. Okay, and then we'll fix those tails once we get our sign on. Okay. All right, let's grab our sign and put that on. Okay. I'm going to put it over here. So I want to put a hole in the top center and the bottom center. And this is 26 gauge floral wire. It's nice and thin. Okay, put that through that hole. And twist the sign. If you twist the sign, it gives a tighter twist there instead of twisting the wire. Okay. Those ends together and twist. Okay, we're going to get our sign on, and we're going to use these needles because it really helps to be able to feed it right through the mesh. So I'm going to put both of the ends through there and feed it right through the mesh. Okay, now you don't want to pull your sign down into your wreath. You want your sign to sit on the top. Wrapping that around. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing for this end. Put both of them through there. And wrap it right around that frame. Okay, and there we go. And you'll just adjust your tails again here. And fix your bow. And I kind of like all these long tails hanging down, so I'm going to leave them. But if you want to cut some, you can cut some a little shorter. That one a little shorter. Okay. There we go. We have our Let It Snow, whoops, wrong way. Let It Snow Snowman Wreath. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening. God bless you. Stay safe. Bye.